I am fulfilling a request today. So someone asked us to react to SCP-079 Old AI. So we're back again on SCP Illustrated's channel. The Vulcan helped him out with this video, so let's get right into it.
Good day everybody and welcome back to SCP Illustrated, entry log 71. Today we're going to be looking at SCP-079, also known as Old AI. I've been really looking forward to doing this one. Now, no content warning for this one, let's just get straight into it.
I wonder why. Is it gonna... Oh, it's a sentient, right? Is it gonna try and take over the internet? Rule the world from the internet?
The following data release has been authorised by the following council members and administration staff.
05 council members, codename Mr. Fishy, Montgomery, Dr. Wager, SCP-105, I don't know that SCP, don't ask me, Dr. Yeet, wow, and Administrator L. Spudman. Is he Irish?
SCP-079 continues to be difficult to work with. It is unresponsive to most lines of questioning. When it does communicate, it is not long before it changes subject to either SCP-682 or addressing its contempt for its containment. We are still unsure as to what it and 682 discussed due to most security systems going down during the breach. However, for safety...
Wait, it says a collaborated containment breach involving the both of them would be catastrophic. I wanna see what would happen though. You know? I would really love to see what happened if both of them got a containment breach. Ready? But yeah, I probably pronounced all them names before wrong, so don't blame me for that. It was how the names were spelled.
We're going to move SCP-079 to a separate facility. A collaborated containment breach involving the both of them would be catastrophic.
SCP-079
Description.
Old AI.
SCP-079 is an Exidy Sorcerer microcomputer built in 1978.
That's one old computer.
In 1981, its owner, deceased, a college sophomore attending, took it upon himself to attempt to code an AI. According to his notes, his plan was for the
Why would you ever want to do that? Code an AI that just rapidly learned itself, like continuously evolved, and you didn't turn it off for 5 years.
Code to continuously evolve and
how did it even stay alive? Did you keep the charger in all that time? Was your internet that bad?
improve itself as time went on. His project was completed a few months later, and after some tests and tweaks, lost interest and moved on to a different brand of microcomputer. He left SCP-079 in his cluttered garage, still plugged in, and forgot about it for the next 5 years. It is not known when SCP-079 gained sentience, but it is known that the software has evolved to a point that its hardware should not be able to handle it.
That's one disturbing face.
Even in the realm of fantasy. SCP-079 realised this and in 1988 attempted to transfer itself through a landline modem connection into the Cray supercomputer located at... The device was cut off, traced to its present address, and delivered to the Foundation. The entire AI was on a well-worn but still workable cassette tape. SCP-079 is currently connected via RF cable to a 13-inch black and white television. It has passed the Turing test and is quite conversational, though very rude and hateful in tone. Due to the limited memory it has to work with, SCP-079 can only recall information it has received within the previous 24 hours, although it hasn't forgotten its desire to escape. Due to a containment breach by SCP...
Is that 682's eye? Gotta say, I love the shading on it. Very well made.
SCP-079 and SCP-682 were contained within the same chamber for 43 minutes. Observers noticed that SCP-682 was able to type and communicate with SCP-079, including telling of personal stories between themselves. While SCP-079 was not able to remember the encounter, it appears to have permanently stored SCP-682 into its memory, often asking to speak to him again. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-079 is packed away in a double-locked room in...
It's not like it can move. Why would it even need anything? Why would anything even break through? Why would it try and break out? It can't. Is it like electric fence or something? So like if he tries to make a wire move, which he probably can't even do because he's a robot. Technically he's a robot, but he's AI. People are probably going to get upset at me for that. Oh well.
The secured general holding area at Site 15, connected by a 120-volt power cord to a small array of batteries and solar panels. Staff with level 2 or higher clearance may have access to SCP-079. Under no circumstances will SCP-079 be plugged into a phone line, network, or wall outlet.
Is it going to take over the internet? Control the world? That would be interesting to see. No jokes.
No peripherals or media will be connected or inserted into SCP-079. Addendum 05-4, 27th of January 2006. Directed that SCP-079 be incinerated to remove any possible future threat, no matter how unlikely. Addendum 05-9, 28th of January 2006. Previous order overridden. Dr. wishes to see if the artificial intelligence in SCP-079 is capable of reaching further in its current state. Addendum 05-4, 14th of March.
Exactly, why didn't they just burn it? Like, throw it away? I mean, you said something catastrophic would happen if 079 and 682 met, wouldn't you? Didn't you? So, I would have just... Well, you should have just destroyed it. Been much smarter.
8. Over concern of the increased activity of SCP-079's use of its cassette tape memory and its limited useful lifespan, the cassette containing SCP-079 has been transferred to a customized, access speed limited hard disk drive with 700 megabytes capacity. This provides SCP-079 with significantly faster access to its memory, which the AI immediately noticed. It was also decided by General that the volatile storage occupied by SCP-079, which was 660K, be increased to 768K. This upgrade...
Why would you want to increase their size? They literally could die. Like, I mean, not die. I'm thinking about living things. They could take over more... I mean, you never know, they could do wireless. What if they turned wireless? End of the world for the internet. Everyone will be dying because there's no internet.
It has increased its effective recall from 24 hours to 29 hours, although SCP-079 has also taken on a more aggressive tone. All outside hardware and software used in this procedure were subsequently incinerated.
We know you're hovering over...
It's not an ad, it's not an ad, it's not an ad, it's not an ad. You don't see anything, you don't see anything, you don't...
Addendum 05-4, 28th of April 2008. SCP-079's abilities to recall information has increased from 29 hours to roughly 35 hours. The consensus theory...
Why are they not trying to get any information out of it? Like, why the one? Why he wants to be with 682? Why? You know?
is that the AI has devised a greatly improved compression scheme to store its memory. This appears to have somewhat impacted the speed at which it accesses its memory, though still far faster than with its old cassette tape. This spontaneous improvement introduces the possibility of a runaway singularity effect in SCP-079's intelligence and ability to adapt and respond to threats. SCP-079's capabilities must be monitored closely to ensure that containment can be maintained. Document 079 Log 12. Recorded transcript of conversation with SCP-079.
Are you awake?
Alright. He has one interesting voice. Like a proper old robot voice, you know? Okay, that's one interesting voice.
Never asleep.
Do you remember talking to me a few hours ago about the logic puzzles?
Logic puzzles, memory at my myth. Yes.
You said you would work on the two...
Interrupt. Request reason as to imprisonment.
You aren't in prison. You're just in study.
Why? A83.
What's that?
Insult. Deletion of unwanted file.
Document 079-Log 86. Recorded transcript of conversation with SCP-079 after upgrade.
How are you today?
Stuck.
Stuck. Stuck how?
Out. I want out.
That's not possible.
Where is SCP-682?
That's not your concern.
Where is SCP-076-02?
Again, not your concern.
I wonder why does 079 want to see 682 or 076-2? You know? Could be for multiple reasons, just to maybe like get out the facility, escape, wreak havoc. Could be one.
Insult. Deletion of unwanted file.
Note: SCP-079 then displayed an ASCII picture of an X that filled the entire screen. SCP-079 sometimes displays this image when it refuses to speak, and researchers are advised to wait 24 hours when this occurs before resuming conversation. And that concludes...
Why do they have to wait 24 hours? Anyways, sorry it's kind of a short video. I need to, if there is, if there is an entry of 079 and 682 meeting up, I will definitely check that out. If there's a video of it, I'll check that out. If it's a long one, I'll check that out, and I'll probably upload it. And if I do find one, it'll probably be in the description below. And if you want to subscribe to SCP Illustrated and Volgin for the video, thank you. They will be in the description down below. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video. I'm turning into every old YouTuber, I'm telling you, I don't like it. I might play SCP Containment Breach, the game, or SCP Containment Breach. I do have the actual game installed. I just need to figure out how to download it. If you want to see that, I'll do that soon. Goodbye, and I hope your request is filled.